Now, the third exception is when all phrases are not equally important. Look at this sentence. Monica was working all day, typing text, taking printouts, and binding the books. At the first look, this sentence may look completely all right. Working, typing, taking, and binding. The sentence is, in fact, not correct because all the phrases are not equally important. Working all day is the mother phrase, and all the other phrases are subordinate to it because typing text, taking printouts, and binding the books are a part of working all day. That is why on the GMAT, understanding the meaning is so very important. If you don't understand the meaning, you will not be able to apply these concepts. Let's take another example. Monica worked all day, typed text, took printouts, and bound the books. This sentence is also not correct. Working all day and worked all day are the main phrases. They need to have a different verb form from the verb form of the subordinate phrases. So something like the following would be the correct usage. Monica worked all day, typing text, taking printouts, and binding the books. See, the mother phrase here has the ed form, worked, and the subordinate ones have ing form, typing, taking, and binding. And very importantly, the subordinate ones should be parallel. Typing, taking, and binding have to be parallel because, of course, they have equal importance, and they are playing a similar role in the sentence. The reverse may also be true. We can have the ing form with the mother phrase, but in that case, the subordinate phrases must have the ed form. Okay, so this sentence is correct. This sentence is also correct. Working all day, Monica typed, took, and bound. Now the mother phrase has the ing form, and the subordinate ones have the ed form. The sentence is perfectly all right. Let us apply this concept on a GMAT-like example. Many students will commit the mistake of seeing decided here and thereby thinking that removed and appointed would conserve parallelism, which is not correct for many reasons. Most importantly, the three actions are not equally important. The Prime Minister deciding to reshuffle the cabinet is the mother action, and removal of the detractors and appointment of the loyalists are the daughter actions, and therefore the three should not be parallel. So while option A is going to be a popular choice, this is not the correct choice. This is a trap. Another very important observation. Imagine if they were three things of equal importance on the GMAT, and otherwise incorrect English as well. If three things are equally important, you always write A, B, and C. In general communication, this is accepted, but it is not grammatically correct. What it does is it makes B and C one element, something which is not accepted on GMAT. This would have a different meaning compared to this. So if three actions were equally important, there would have been a comma here, the Oxford comma. Such observations can help you a lot on the GMAT. A is not going to be the right choice. Option B has bigger problems in it. It makes removed parallel to decided, and it does not conserve parallelism between removed and appointing. These two must definitely be parallel. They are playing a similar role in the sentence. So B is a bad choice. C, removes and appoints are parallel, but the sentence is in past tense. Sudden usage of present tense is not correct. C can also be comfortably eliminated. Look at option D, removing. So this is a fine verb to come here. This displays the cause-effect relationship between the clause here and what follows. Cause, comma, effect. Effect having an ing form is quite a standard usage for displaying a cause-effect relationship. So removing is the right term. It has to be between D and E, the right answer choice. Now, removing and appointing would be the correct usage. These two actions are playing the same role in the sentence. These two must be parallel. D is not conserving parallelism between these two terms, so D can also be eliminated. E suggests that Prime Minister decided something is the cause, and removing the detractors and appointing the loyalists is the result. E is the right answer choice. And there's a lot to be learnt from this question. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.